you need to have the microphone on if you want to film something. Hi, my name's Jim. I'm completely new to filming YouTube videos. In this video, which probably won't get any views, I made this ginormous cutting board, charcuterie board, for my mother-in-law for Christmas. Alright, don't go anywhere. Food safe wood. Also, use food safe glue. This is from the big box. Be really careful when choosing your wood from those places. That stuff I don't think is dried properly. Plus you have to deal with this. The boards are 8 feet long exactly. Oh, it's a whole inch. Because of this, we have to go to like 22.5 inches wide for this cutting board instead of 24. Thanks, big box hardware store. Okay, it's not as bad as I was just making it out to be. I have enough to make it 23.625 inches wide. So I'm just going to make it 23.5 inches instead of 24. Gotta plug the vacuum in. So I cut the first one to 23.5 and then used it repeatedly to mark out the next ones so that they were all the same length. As I was holding this piece, this is the one that had the big chip on it, the flaw. As I was holding this piece against the other pieces, I could tell that it's like 3/16 thinner than all the others. That's going to be like 4 hours of sanding to get them all the same. Wasn't planning on it, but we're getting out the planer. This thing looks incredibly ancient, it's because it is. But you know, the nice thing about this thing is that it was free. Get a nice, sexy planer shot. Never knew I was going to say that in my life. I pointed out this board specifically. During the planing process, I discovered all of the flaws along this edge of the board. Planing it down took care of a lot of those flaws. It's almost fixed. It's still going to need a lot of sanding, but it's a lot better. So the planer felt like an unnecessary extra step, but turned out to be worth it in the end. Knots and things should go on the bottom. And you can see just how big this thing is going to be. Absolutely massive workspace. It's going to be awesome. Ones. These clamps are garbage. You know where they came from. I like to add some weight. That's not really a concern right here, because I'm just going to chop the ends off. But that is going to be a lot of sanding. I might have done this in stages last time. It might be smarter doing this in stages. Yes, I did it in stages. So I screwed that up. Well, the glue up didn't go great. It's not the worst thing in the world, but this is just too much sanding. Too much sanding for me to want to do. I have a 12-inch thickness planer. And this is 16 inches. Kind of a problem. I'm going to cut on the bandsaw directly down the center, put the two halves separately between the planer, and then re-glue that together. Should save me a lot of time. See it on camera, but it's almost as if there was never a problem to begin with. I'm not going to keep this seam because it's obvious that I free-handed that on the bandsaw. So what I'm going to do is glue it back together this way with these perfectly straight lines. The glue up went very good. There's nothing wrong with this bad boy. The line's right there, nice and smooth. My new gimbal. You can't even tell I have a shake. Or can you? I don't know, pretty neat. I'm having fun. Okay, take this inside to dry. What do I have to tell you about this? It came out fine. All I have to do is finish it. I've got butcher block, oil and finish, or cutting board oil. I'm going with this stuff because I think I've only used it once. The nice thing about it is It is absolutely massive. This would be, let's see the size of this thing. This would be over $200 probably at a specialty store. Less than $100 in maple. That's it. I'll be filming all of my projects from here forward. Check it out. You see that? Nice. Alright, well, consider sticking around. Thanks for watching.